Good morning, everyone. Thanks for stopping by Garden State Weather and GardenStateWeather.blogspot.com, your source for weather information for the northern mid-Atlantic region 24 hours a day. I'm forecaster Robert Smith with the video forecast discussion for Thursday, the 27th of February 2014. And this morning's surface image shows broken to scattered cloud cover across the region this morning. It's a cloudy sky at some locations and generally clear to partly cloudy at others. What's notable is the cold air mass that's in place, and there is another Arctic front that's actually coming through this afternoon, making the air mass even colder. And tomorrow's temperatures in a few locations here could really be near record breaking. This morning it's 2 degrees in Sussex County. It's also 14 in Avoca Scranton, where clouds are increasing ahead of the cold front. Winds are out of the southwest there. Winds are calm in northwestern New Jersey. In fact, most of the winds are calm at less than 10 miles per hour from variable directions here. And temperatures in the Newark area are in the upper teens, and to around New York City, lower 20s, mid and upper teens across southeastern and central Long Island. We've got single digits here across northeastern New Jersey, into the lower Hudson Valley, and into interior Connecticut this morning. It's a cold, cold morning. Temperatures in central and southeastern Pennsylvania also in the single digits to low to mid teens across the region. The visible image this morning shows the plethora of mid and upper level cloud cover across the region. Strong Arctic front just to our west is going to overtake the metropolitan area in the next couple of hours with gusty winds and snow flurries from Route 80 north. It could be a few flurries even around Trenton and parts of the city as well later this morning and early afternoon. Water vapor showing a little bit of moisture here, returning ahead of the Arctic front here across western Pennsylvania. Not really much going on the radar. We have a few snow showers here on the lakes here, and generally dry conditions across the rest of the forecast region this morning. But as this cold front comes through, we'll find a stream of maybe some light snow showers across the region to coat the ground. And any of these snow showers that do occur late this morning and early afternoon will whiten the ground in certain locations briefly. Watches, warnings, and advisories here across northeastern Pennsylvania. Wind chill advisory until 9 a.m. on Friday morning. That's as the Arctic front comes through. And that's going to mean wind chills are going to be below zero, 5 to 10 degrees below zero in this spots here across northeastern Pennsylvania and the Poconos. Elsewhere across the coastal waters on the South Shore and the North Shore of Long Island and the coastal front waters of the New Jersey waters down into the Delmarva here and also in the back bays of the Chesapeake, we're expecting gale warnings in effect until 6 a.m. on Friday morning for northwest winds at 15 to 25 knots, gusting up to 30 knots, and seas 3 to 5 feet. There's also a freezing spray advisory in effect for the same time, and low-level blowout tides in effect for late tonight and tomorrow morning's low tide cycle. Blowout winds with low water right along the immediate coast. VFR conditions on the aviational deck this morning. At Newark this morning, temperature is 18, humidity is 59%, the wind is west at 3 now. That's going to pick up later. Visibility 10 miles, scattered clouds at 25,000 feet ahead of the front there. And the winds are out of the west. A few clouds this morning and some scattered clouds late this morning into the early afternoon hours. Winds shifting around to the west at 17, gust up to 28 knots. A flurry or two, a snow shower could cross the region at around noontime this afternoon with blustery conditions. Broken ceilings at 3,000, overcast at 4,000. And that could put a white coating on the ground there. And then from late this afternoon into overnight tonight, the west winds take hold, 25 to 32 knots, blustery. Very strong wind chills across the region late this afternoon at the terminals too, with some blowing of that snow. And whatever snow is on the ground still at that point, it'll be very light, but it will coat the ground as it passes through. And broken ceilings at 5,000. And from late tonight into early tomorrow morning, the winds back around to the northwest at 13, gust to 21 knots again. It's going to be a cold, windy night tonight, even at the coast and interior sections overnight tonight. A few clouds at 25,000 as jet streak moves through, and then early tomorrow morning, northwest winds at 11 knots. Basically VFR conditions with some high and mid-level jet streak clouds. Philadelphia, mostly cloudy right now, 19 degrees, some scattered clouds at 20,000 feet. And we're expecting basically some scattered to broken ceilings this afternoon. Southwest winds at 15, gust up to 20 knots, shifting around to the northwest with a blustery snow shower coming in at around noon or early afternoon. West winds at 20, gust up to 33 knots with that flurry or snow squall shower moving through the region. Then from late tonight into early tomorrow morning, strong northwest winds at 16, gusts to 26 knots, and scattered clouds at 4,000 feet. VFR conditions, but blustery conditions across the terminals during late this afternoon, tonight, and early tomorrow morning. The latest high-resolution rapid refresh model shows the Arctic front moving through the region. Could have a few sprinkles, and then later as the front moves through the region, snow showers break out across the region, across the Poconos into northwestern New Jersey. Wind chill advisories that are not in effect for northwestern New Jersey and the city and further south may actually be updated and extended further south, because the wind chills tonight are going to be around 15 to 25 degrees below zero, and that's some very, very cold air to be outside. Snow showers could put a whiting on the ground in places like the Poconos, interior hillier sections of northwestern New Jersey, southeastern New York, northeastern New Jersey as well. Not out of the question until that axis moves to the north and east. And the NAM model from the Penn Stadium wall site shows the Arctic front moving through the region. Could have, again, a little bit of snow showers across the hillier sections once again as this makes its way through, and then scattered to broken clouds and giving way to clearing skies overnight tonight and early tomorrow morning. But it's a cold, blustery night ahead and into tomorrow morning. And then mid and upper level high clouds increase across the region during the day on Friday afternoon, but mostly sunny skies, just some mid and high level clouds moving in. And then we have a system, another front approaching from the west on Saturday morning that will likely increase the southwesterly flow and also increase the temperatures a little bit as the winds increase from the southwest and a little moisture gets in here. Just brief disturbances moving through to our north. Not expecting anything major other than a passing shower or even a snow shower across the region Saturday afternoon and Saturday evening. The big event comes later Sunday, Sunday night, and most of, if not all of Monday into early Tuesday. Of course, the big news over the next 24 hours is the actual temperatures. Temperatures today getting into the 20s until the front passes through and then rapidly dropping late this evening into the single digits and then below zero. This is 5, 10 degrees below zero. These are actual forecasted temperatures for late tonight, early tomorrow morning. You factor in the wind howling in at 15 to 20 miles an hour with gusts beyond that. You get wind chill values to 15 to 25, even 30 degrees below zero at times and spots tomorrow morning. Very dangerous night and early morning to be outside, so you're going to really need to bundle up tomorrow morning. It's going to be a cold start. Allow yourself some extra time starting those engines up and getting out your door tomorrow morning. And the temperatures really don't recover that much on Friday afternoon. Temperatures get into the teens, and this is going to make tomorrow nearly a record-breaking day in many of the observation stations where temperatures are going to struggle to get to 20 degrees in many spots during tomorrow afternoon, dropping down into the single digits and teens again tomorrow night, and then recovering on Saturday morning and Saturday afternoon as the winds veer around to the southwest. Temperatures around 40 in South Jersey and in the mid and upper 20s across northwestern New Jersey on Saturday afternoon. Latest surface chart from weatherroanoke.com and Digital Atmosphere Software shows a weak trough passing through ahead of this cold front, which is occluding here across the Great Lakes. And as this front makes its way through, it's really going to be a noticeable change in the air mass with rapidly dropping temperatures, steep lapse rates, an unstable atmosphere in the mid and upper levels from the low levels into the mid and upper levels, and that's going to mean snow showers breaking out and racing rapidly from west to east across the area from late this morning into early afternoon, and it's going to whiten the ground and with very blowing conditions at times this afternoon. We could find a little snow squall activity here in the Poconos, northwestern New Jersey, so be mindful of that. If you're driving outside, visibilities could greatly be reduced in these snow squalls or snow showers. They won't be lasting too long, but they could be whitening enough the ground and could make some very slippery conditions. Meteorological winter for record-keeping ends tomorrow, and it's going to be about 15 to 25 degrees below normal, and that's a slap in the face as the meteorological winter exits and kicks you with its back door closing. We've got lots of weather to talk about. We've got the Arctic front coming through this afternoon. Watch out for those snow showers or snow squalls as they make their way rapidly west to east with increasing wind velocity, air moving around and whitening of the ground, and also rapidly falling temperatures. Dangerous wind chills across the entire forecast region late tonight through tomorrow morning. Then high pressure builds in briefly with the northwesterly winds beginning to abate a little bit as high pressure crests across the region during Friday morning, Friday afternoon, and Friday evening. And this is where things get interesting. Another system well to our north and west will drag some warm air advection into our west during Saturday night. Most of Saturday now looks dry, and then few impulses moving through on the northern edge here. A strong cold front then decides to make its way south and east and begins to stall across the forecast region somewhere along the mid-Atlantic coast during the night on Sunday night. And this is problematic because we have a system here driving in from the Pacific, making its way into the Four Corners region, and then developing rapidly into the Arklatex region here. And right along this baroclinic zone, we'll find snow breaking out across the Delmarva region. It's possibly as early as late Sunday afternoon, and then Sunday night it should be snowing pretty good from 78 south through Philadelphia and the I-95 corridor. And then warm air tries to mix in a little bit around the coast or the Delmarva. We don't know exactly where the snow rain lines will be in any mixing. It's still about 4 to 5 days out, but at 70% likelihood of precipitation occurring 4 to 5 days out is quite high. So we're pretty confident of a system here. Could be snowing moderately to heavy during the morning hours and afternoon hours on Monday from I-95, Philadelphia, all the way through 78 in Trenton, all the way into New York City, the lower Hudson Valley, and southeastern Connecticut. This could be a pretty formidable snowfall event for March 2nd and 3rd here, with low pressure developing across the Tennessee River Valley and then jumping off the coast as cold high pressure and the Arctic lobe here of the polar vortex makes its way eastbound from Hudson's Bay, Canada. Looks like there will be some mixing here later on Monday and Monday night, but most of the damage will be done with moderate to heavy snowfall occurring anywhere from Philadelphia through the New York City metropolitan area, the lower Hudson Valley, all of the Poconos, northwestern New Jersey, and the lower Hudson Valley. This is a plowable, wet snow that we will be dealing with, and then that system races off to the north and east. High pressure builds in across the region early next week on Wednesday and Wednesday night, but it's cold with Arctic high pressure centered right across the New Jersey, Philadelphia metropolitan area on Wednesday morning and Wednesday afternoon. And then things get interesting again with another split flow pattern developing, but we don't want to jump the gun yet because we are dealing with a pretty formidable snowfall event here on Sunday night, Monday, and Monday night right across the New Jersey, New York, Philadelphia metropolitan area. I guess the saying goes, no news is good news, but we want to be here to tell you about it. Uh, be prepared because winter is going to make a comeback with another winter storm on the way for Sunday night, Monday, and Monday night into early Tuesday across the New Jersey, New York, Philadelphia metropolitan area. Blustery snow showers, rapidly falling temperatures, and we'll be back bright and early again on Friday morning. For all the latest weather details and live feeds on Twitter and Facebook, you know where to go. It's Garden State Weather and gardenstateweather.blogspot.com. Of course, we'll be here in the Weather Center over the weekend covering the storm with live events beginning on Sunday morning, continuing all the way through Monday night and Tuesday as we enter March as a lion and we exit February as a lion as well. For Garden State Weather and gardenstateweather.blogspot.com, I'm forecaster Robert Smith. You make it a good Thursday. Be careful out there. Do bundle up. And we'll see you bright and early in video form on Friday morning.